My sister seemed harmless, always offering to help with family problems, always available to listen to marital issues, always ready to provide a shoulder to cry on when relationships got difficult. It took me 5 years to realize she wasn't helping families. She was systematically destroying them for her own psychological satisfaction. I'm Madison Clark, and this story from Served Cold: 20 Stories of Perfect Revenge exposes the most insidious type of family betrayal, the saboteur who destroys relationships while appearing to be the helpful family member everyone relies on. Meet Caroline, whose sister Janet had a disturbing pattern that took years for the family to recognize. Whenever someone in their extended family was having relationship problems, Janet would insert herself as the confidant and advisor for both parties. Janet would listen to wives complain about their husbands, then secretly share those complaints with the husbands while adding her own interpretations that made the situations sound worse. She'd counsel husbands about their marital frustrations, then report back to wives with exaggerated versions that increased suspicion and resentment. Over 5 years, 3 marriages in Caroline's family ended in bitter divorces. Everyone thought Janet was just unlucky to be surrounded by so much relationship drama. Caroline realized Janet wasn't unlucky. She was orchestrating the drama. The pattern became clear when Caroline started documenting Janet's involvement in each family crisis. Janet would identify couples having minor problems, then amplify those problems through strategic information sharing that increased distrust and conflict. Janet would tell wives things like, "I probably shouldn't say this, but your husband told me he thinks you're too controlling." Or tell husbands, "Your wife said she's not sure she married the right person." These weren't direct lies, but they were manipulated truths designed to create maximum relationship damage. Caroline discovered that Janet kept detailed notes about family members' private confessions and relationship problems. Janet was collecting ammunition to use in destroying relationships whenever she wanted to create drama and position herself as the indispensable family counselor. But here's what made Janet's sabotage so effective. She always appeared to be helping. When relationships exploded after her interventions, Janet would comfort both parties and offer advice about moving forward. She got emotional satisfaction from being needed during crises she had secretly created. Caroline realized that confronting Janet directly would be useless. Janet would deny everything and position Caroline as someone jealous of her close relationships with family members. Instead, Caroline did something that exposed Janet's pattern publicly. Caroline organized a family reunion and suggested everyone share stories about how Janet had helped them through difficult times. As family members told their stories, Caroline asked strategic questions that revealed the timeline of Janet's involvement in each relationship crisis. The pattern became undeniable when presented chronologically. Janet had been present at the beginning of every major family conflict, sharing information between parties in ways that escalated minor problems into major crises. Caroline didn't accuse Janet directly. She simply observed out loud. It's interesting how many relationship problems Janet has been asked to mediate. I hope all that emotional burden isn't too stressful for her. The family started comparing notes about their private conversations with Janet and realized they'd all been manipulated. Janet's sabotage power evaporated the moment everyone understood her pattern of amplifying conflicts while appearing helpful. Janet stopped inserting herself into family relationships because she knew everyone was now watching for her manipulation tactics. The family dynamics improved dramatically once her sabotage was neutralized. This story illustrates why family saboteurs are so dangerous. They operate by appearing helpful while secretly creating the problems they claim to be solving. They get emotional satisfaction from being needed during crises, so they manufacture crises to maintain their importance. The methodology Caroline used, pattern documentation followed by strategic family revelation, works against any family member who thrives on drama and conflict. You don't need to prove malicious intent. You just need to document the correlation between their involvement and family problems. The book, Served Cold, is $2.99 on Kindle, and it contains detailed strategies for recognizing family saboteurs, documenting their patterns, and exposing them in ways that protect other family relationships. If someone in your family seems to be involved in every major conflict or relationship problem, start documenting their pattern of involvement. Family saboteurs always reveal themselves through repetition. Click the link below and get served cold now. Learn how to recognize family manipulation patterns, document them systematically, and expose them in ways that restore family harmony. Because sometimes the most helpful family member is actually the most destructive one.